Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 24, and this is the final round of our debut season, and it's here in Circuit of Valencia. And look at my qualifying, so close to a first pole position here in MotoGP 24, but it has gone begging by 76 thousandth of a second. But look at that, the front row start in Dreamland here in Valencia. Let's crack on. So here we go then, in a cloudy Valencia. I am poised and ready for my best start yet. It's the front row and we go from third place. Not a bad start there actually on board the KTM. In fact, it's a KTM lockout of the top five right now. We got Daniel Holgado there, David Alonso, Jacob Rulston, Joel Esteban. We're all on KTMs, and it looks like it's a top 8 until Joshua Whatley goes up to 7th place there for the very first time of this race. And I've got to say, that was quite the aggressive lunge on Holgado, but I'm not going to lie to you, I felt excellent in the practice. I went straight through into Q2, absolutely went for it, and just got pipped at the very end of qualifying to get beaten by Holgado. And it was disappointing, but I tell you what an effort. I really went for it. I really tried, and I'm pleased with the result because we now have a front row start. Our challenge today is to beat the eventual Moto3 World Champion. Let's be honest, I think he's going to do that either this year in the computer game form or in real life. He is very fast, and he's certainly on good pace right now. But I tell you what, adaptive AI cannot keep up with the pace that we're putting in right now. We have found a whole second here in some ominous skies here in Valencia. I mean, if you didn't see the last video, I am going to spoil it, so just be careful. You have been warned. I just got a track limit warning there. That's a clumsy move going into the Champion's corner. But anyway, we did finish on the podium the last time out in the mixed conditions towards the end of the race. Of course, we did have a red flag, and I was able to finish on the podium courtesy of that red flag. Now, I don't know if we're going to get another red flag here today because it looks like it might rain, but I'll be honest, the track is on variable, but I never actually seen if it was going to be raining or not. I always try and avoid it because I like the surprise if it eventually comes. Like, it also surprised me in Sepang. I didn't realise that was going to happen either. But I tell you what, we are now 1.4 seconds clear of somehow Stefano Nepo's in second place. So that's a decent job from Nepo to get up there, but I think that's a bit too late. Too little too late from the Italian. Of course, he was fighting with us for 7th place in the championship. We're only a couple of points behind David Munoz, so this is really solid for our championship. Of course, we've only raced 3 races, but it's been solid. This has been an excellent debut, and we should, I hope, get some decent rides for next season. I don't know who I'm going to go with yet. I don't know who's going to offer me a contract. I guess we'll find out very, very soon. So let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what offers you've had, and we'll see what I get when that day eventually comes. So, quick recap. We are now 2 seconds clear. If this stays dry, this is it. Quids in, ladies and gentlemen. We could be winning our first race here in Valencia. The adaptive AI in this one don't seem to be giving me as much trouble as they did in the qualifying. In the qualifying, they, of course, as you've seen, I got beaten for pole position, but with that lap, it was good enough to secure a front row start. And look at that for a lap time. I tell you what, that is a belting lap time. That is actually close to, no, in fact, it wasn't. It was a 39 flat, wasn't it? Apologies, I got ahead of myself there. For some reason, I thought I did a 140 flat and 139 close. Anyway, but yeah, it's a close lap time. It's only a second slower than my actual best lap time in qualifying. I do believe I was setting 1:40s in the practice, and then I moved across to the 139s when it mattered the most in the qualifying. Whether I can do that now by myself remains to be seen. I also took a bit of a gamble with the soft rear tyre. The tyre recommendation was a medium, but I'm happy with the choice of the soft so far. If it maybe becomes a little bit more brighter later on, maybe I'm going to struggle. But as it looks right now, we should be solid. 2.4 seconds clear from Danny Holgado, which is now, for some reason, Josh Watley. Josh Watley is charging. Holgado and Nepper are fighting out for third place. Scott Ogden's back up to the top 8. Angel Piqueras is up there now as well. We are certainly not out of the woods yet. I'll have to keep an eye on what's going on behind us. I should be safe as long as I can keep that gap. I'm just eyeballing it up on the left-hand side. I don't really want to be caught up, especially not by Josh Watley, because I've got unfinished business with the man from Surrey. He actually beat us in the last race, didn't he? He was lucky because Luca Lanetta sent it up on the inside, ruined our chances of victory, and I've not quite got over it yet. So I am determined to make sure he does not catch us up. The first Brit to win since... Oh, Scott Ogden's gone down. Is that the third crash in a row for Scott Ogden? I think it is. It's under investigation. I don't know who was well, Scott Ogden looks to be the victim, but I don't know who the aggressor was. I guess that might come up soon. Tatsuki Suzuki and Piqueras were both fighting there. Did Scott Ogden get a penalty? He got a warning for the crash, so it must have been his fault. So yeah, that is the third race in a row. Of course, he crashed in front of us when he collided with David Almansa in the Chang International Circuit, and then he crashed into Sepang in turn 7. So not a great start for Scott Ogden or finish to the debut season, as Filippo Farioli has now come to third place. This is the exact same podium as it was in Sepang. The same 3 riders occupying the top 3 steps, but we're all in a different spot. I've swapped with Josh, and Josh has swapped with Farioli. So this is interesting. Got 17 laps here at the Ricardo Tormo circuit of Valencia. I do really like this track. This track actually featured in my top 10 circuits on MotoGP 23. It was a video I did just before MotoGP 24 graced our screens. Alonso has fallen back, and I tell you what, this championship was quite close between Alonso and Alonso and Holgado. This could be the decider. Alonso's not even in the top 8 anymore. He slipped upon... Oh, I shouldn't be paying attention to that, should I? That's going to be another track limit warning, is it not? Must have got away with that one. I guess that makes sense because we didn't exactly gain time. I've lost 0.5 of a second already within the first split. But 3 lap times, deviation of around 0.3, of a second. That's quite solid. So that is a-okay for me. And this lap time would put us similar to our second lap, which of course was the first lap without the standing start. Gotta say, I'm really loving the way these Moto3 machines feel. I'm excited to get my brand new helmet. Of course, Sergio23 will sort me out very, very soon. Looking forward to seeing that and seeing what the Belgian ace can come up with. And of course, I'll get a fresh number as well. I did the number and I did my own helmet, but the helmet was bloody awful. But the number looked alright, so I was happy with that. But I need Sergio23's brilliance to make those 2 other parts make it absolutely perfect. The hashtag #StayAce on the backside of the rider is definitely my work, and it is the new font I'm rocking for my YouTube thumbnails, etc. I do hope you like the new font. I find it fits the screen a lot better now, and it just looks a lot cleaner and more professional. A bit of a goal I was trying to achieve with the channel. But I have a bit of a digression there because we are now 3 seconds clear from Joshua Watley. Now there's one thing I want to look at in this race here today, because we have such a commanding lead. I want to know how well the adaptive AI will react. Now I've done multiple races with the adaptive AI and I think it's worked to perfection so far. But now I wonder if there will be any form of rubber banding. Are they just going to get progressively quicker just to spoil the fun? I don't mind if they catch me up and we can engage in battle. I'll be okay with that because I love a good battle. I love to shout and scream at the TV screen. I love it. So I don't mind that. I'll gladly accept that if the opportunity arises. But right now, that is a very stable gap at 3 seconds. Oscillates ever so slightly between 3.2 and 2.7 seconds, but I think that's just misleading due to the angle of the corner. So Stefano Nepper has now been given a track limit warning. And also Jacob Rulston, the Aussie, has been given a small warning. So what is happening behind us? We're sort of avoiding all the riffraff at the moment, which I'm more than happy with. Of course, we had enough chaos and moments within the Sepang circuit, and then of course we had it all in the first race in the Chang International Circuit as well. So Sepang, Chang and Valencia. There's been some pretty interesting and entertaining races so far. Now on the left hand side we will fire out of the final corner, and this is again going to be another consistently fast lap time. Very solid indeed. I am going to need a slipstream like I had in the qualifying to achieve a better time in this race. That gap has come down to 2.5. That gap has come down, hasn't it? Is there going to be rubber banding? Who's at one side of the rubber band and who's at the other? How quickly is this Stretch Armstrong going to go back together? Oh, I'm curious. I don't mind the pressure because I think it adds to the excitement, but we need to race at the top of our game right now. 2.9, it has materialised that we are still at the same pace. Matteo Batelli, though, he's lapping in the 139 lows. That's a 139.2. That's only 0.2 of a second slower than my lap in qualifying. Are Watley, Farioli, are those riders fighting for second, working together? Is there any gesticulation amongst the riders, tapping on the tail unit of the bike to say, stay with me, we can catch him if we work together? I don't know, but I am a little bit nervous now. I'm tensing up ever so slightly. We're getting quicker, but the soft rear tyres are beginning to degrade ever so slightly. Now in MotoGP 23, it was always that halfway point. If you take a look at the bottom right corner of your screen, there you can see the tyres. You see the F for front and the R for rear. When the green, when the colour reaches that halfway point where the font is, the chances are the tyres are going to disappear quickly. If it's anything like MotoGP 23 should I say. I'll have to see. Oh, Farioli's gone down. The Italian has gone down. Watley immediately got given a track limit warning. Have they collided? I don't know, but the victor of the first race that we did, in fact, Holgado went down with him. That's championship over, isn't it? Alonso will win here in Valencia, but Holgado he's gone. The KTM. Oh, and then there's more warnings. Oh, Holgado got a long lap penalty. It must have been his mistake. Oh, what a way to flummox it at the most important race of the season. That's unbelievable. We have found a lot of time here whilst all that drama's going off. Almanza has been given a track limit warning. Certainly keeps you up to date, doesn't it, with the MotoGP stewards? I'm impressed with that feature. Very impressed. I really enjoyed talking about it in the review as well. It's just such a great addition to this game. It really is. It's completely changed the complexion of MotoGP career mode. I'm looking forward to it every time I come on this game now. Every single time I want to play, I just look forward to it. It's great. Really enjoying MotoGP 24. I cannot stress that enough. As we come out of the final corner once again, we're on par here for finding a few more tenths across the line any moment now. It's a 139.5. Good stuff so far. That's what I needed. But what I expected is becoming true, I think. We're getting quicker. So is the AI. Josh Watley is now 2.6 behind. He's not catching quickly, but he is catching. This is going to be some pressure. We need to stay in those 39s every single lap now to make sure we don't drop the ball. What a race. Oh my god, under investigation, Holgado and Ogden are under some sort of scrutiny. Stewards are getting involved. So compared to a few laps ago, even though we've increased our pace, the gap has dropped in fact, yeah, it has. It's dropped by 0.3 to a Watley for a start given the track limits. Boazri's up to 7th place. Good job for the tie rider. Luca Lunetta, of course, who almost took me out within... in fact, let's get to that in a minute, because looking at that championship standings, look how critical that was for Olgado. He was ahead of Alonso, and he would have had way more points than Alonso. That would have meant he would have won the championship. And it was his fault, because he was deemed the aggressor as he received the penalty. That's a shocker for Daniel. That really is. He's had some bad luck over MotoGP, especially last season with the Tech 3 KTM. Now, of course, on the gas. A little bit different in MotoGP 24 as of yet, because we don't have the latest Moto 3 liveries. Don't know when that's coming, but the second I hear anything about it, I'll be sure to let you know. As Piqueras has just set the fastest lap of the race. It's a 1:39.2. That was 0.6 of a second quicker than my lap time. Luca Lunetta's gone down for the second race in a row. Was that for Asata who's gone down as well? They cannot keep it together, can they? They really can't, and that is doing me a massive favour. I'll take that. I really will. I am a little bit nervous though, because that gap is not getting better, and yet my lap times are pretty good right now. So I don't know what we're going to do. Well, on to the left. My God! How many messages and track limits and warnings are coming up in the stewards right now? That's unbelievable. So into the left-hander then. We still have the 2.5 seconds advantage to Josh Watley. Scott Ogden's been given another warning. He's having a nightmare. My God. And then there is Angel Piqueras, the Red Bull Rookies Cup winner. Won it with 2 rounds to go, didn't he? One of the best performances he's seen in the Red Bull Rookies. I don't want him to get any quicker. If he gets any quicker on that Leopard Honda, I think it's over. Honda's looking good here again, but it's still not quite as good as our KTM. Another track limit warning coming in for us. We've got 3 more attempts at that before we get a telling off. And this is another lap time that's going to be within the 1:39s across the line. It's a difference of 1,000th of a second, but that gap is down to 2 seconds. Please, not like this. I can't run this entire race at the front and be devastated, crestfallen, heartbroken by Josh Watley at the end of it. He better not. He better not. 2.4 seconds is that gap. It got as low as 1.9 a second ago into turn 1. Batelli's now up to 4th. Lonzo has been given track limit warnings. Joshua Watley has been given track limit warnings. My teammate Detweil has been given a warning. I've not seen him once this season, to be honest. Of course, we have only done the 3 races in the debut season, but it's still never seen him on track, in practice, in qualifying, or even in the race. It has never happened yet. Now, I think we should be alright for this race. I think it's going to just stay as it is. Oh, another track limit warning. I've got to be careful here. That's a second track limit warning in just 1.5 laps. Keep it together. Calm, collected, cool breathing, cool head right now. Breathe. Don't tense up. Don't ruin this now. I can't afford to. This could mean the difference between a good team next season and an average one. This is vital, this one. Win this race. The gap is down to 1.8. We're losing 0.6 on this lap. Not a good lap. We're back into the 140s. Keep it together. And that rear tyre and the front, as a matter of fact, has reached the point of no return. It is the point of degradation. Now, I haven't done this before. I could drop the fuel. I could drop the power, which would mean the bike wouldn't be quite aggressive in the left-handers. I don't really want to do that. I think I'm going to lose way too much time. I did practice this in the review, and I found that it was just not any use to swap over. You might as well stay on power setting 3 unless it's the wet conditions. Ooh, steady. Out with the left-hander there, where the tyre is the most vulnerable. I'm getting on the throttle. Getting really aggressive. That's a bit deep for turn 8 as well. Ooh, this is tense. I am getting a bit nervous now. My knee's beginning to bounce. Oh, please, no. What a race so far, though. We've done it pretty much perfectly. I don't think we've done a foot wrong in this one. Lap times have been very solid. They're going to struggle now a bit because, of course, we do have the situation where those tyres are beginning to fall off. 1.7 is the gap. Oh, it's not getting any warmer, is it? I don't know if I can do this. 1.5, we've lost 0.2 of a second. Oh, come on, the team will be imploring us to continue this streak. Come on, CIP Green Powers. Come on, generators. We can do this together. And that, ladies and gentlemen, if I am not mistaken, is rain. It's raining here in Ricardo Tormo. It's raining in Valencia. This is a nightmare. This is not what I needed right now. Oh, the subtle camera change as well. That means it's going to absolutely throw it down. It's going to bucket it. Oh, God. 1.7 is the gap to Tatsuki-san. Surely not like this. I have got a race. Oh, God. I know MotoGP 24 is not like it was in 23. It doesn't immediately just get wet and it become impossible to ride. We should be okay. Oh, no. This is the worst time. Why is it had to rain? Oh, no. I mean, this is the second race in a row. We might as well get the Eurythmics on the phone. Here comes the rain again, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1.4. The gap to Satsuki Suzuki. The AI's not phased with these wet weather conditions. I am. I'm struggling. Oh, come on. Not like this. Please do not deny me of a victory due to the rain. In fact, I've just remembered. If you're a long-standing Ace supporter, then you may know I won my first Moto3 race at the very same track, in the career mode with the very same team, if I'm not mistaken, in a red flag situation. Is it going to happen again? I think it might. 1 second. Please, wave it. Just wave the flag. Wave the red flag, please. Oh, no. Come on. 0.8 of a second is the gap here. We're losing about a tenth already. Going into the first apex, the gap is down to 0.5 of a second. We've had another track limit warning, one more of them, and it's a long lap penalty. Please just wave the flag. Get your hand up or something. Lift the hand. Do anything. That's customary if you're in a race and it rains. Chuck your hand straight up. If you're leading, get your hand straight up. Say it's over. It's too much. We can't race in these conditions. Suzuki's closing. It's over 2/3 race distance as well, so if this gets red flagged, it's over. We've won 25 points. Crucial championship victory. 5.5 it is now. Tatsuki Suzuki is going to break our heart. Please wave the red flag. Please answer my prayers. Someone. It's 2.5 of a second. It's over. It goes from the last sector, though. Look at this track condition. Surely it's over. It's over. Yes. Prayers have been answered. The panic. Did we? We've done it. Yes. The 100% race still hasn't been completed due to the red flag situation, but that is curtains. Unbelievable. My prayers were answered. The red flag has graced our screens. What a race. What a performance. It's a victory ahead of Suzuki and Joshua Watley. But what did that do for our championship? Moved up to 6th place. That's solid. That's a really good effort, that is. Up to 6th place. 196 points for us. Alonso does win the championship by 8 points. Yeah, I'm ready to start next season. Let's see what teams we get, and then let's move on to the next season. Teams Championship is pretty solid. Got us up to 9th place. But guys, that was good. That was excellent. Let's take a look to see what results we have then, and then we'll move on to the next career. So it's season concluded for us. We took over the final 3 races, 2 podiums and 1 race win, and 6th place in the championship standings. Now, regardless of the offers here, I am going to be choosing to keep the market open. I want riders to move for different teams, so market transfers will be on. And considering the options we have, I will be choosing Moto 3. So although those offers in MotoGP and Moto 2 are fantastic, I'm going to make a decision out of those 3 Moto 3 teams. So guys and girls, I'm going to make that decision and I'll let you know in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys and girls. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.